Nilabas na ni Coach Tim Cone yung 18-man pool ng Gilas Pilipinas para sa darating na 2027 FIBA World Cup Asian Qualifiers na gaganapin ngayong November at December. Sa 18-man pool na to, ang daming dinagdag na players. Very unusual to dun sa talagang usual na strategy ni Tim Cone na sinasabi niya na paninindigan niya yung 12 niya kahit anong mangyari. And hindi niya gusto yung pool because of the continuity na iba-iba yung players. But I guess, nakita naman kasi natin sa previous experiences ng Gilas na parang necessary nga na magkaroon ng pool for as long as magte-training talaga sila na magkakasama. Meaning, kahit 18-man pool pa rin yan, yan na yung talagang pool na laging magkakasama, hindi na madadagdagan, hindi na mababawasan. Para kahit sinong kunin niya dyan sa 18-man pool na yan, kabisado na yung system nila. So, ito yung mga players na napasama sa 18-man pool ni Coach Tim Cone. Nandyan si Japet Aguilar, si RJ Abarientos, Justin Brownlee, AJ Edu, Junmar Fajardo, Juan Gomez de Leaño, which is a recent addition, which I like. And then, syempre, ang ating backup naturalized player na si Ange Kwame, si Jamie Malonzo, si QMB, another solid addition who will possibly be making his debut para sa senior men's team natin. Diyan si Chris Newsome, Calvin Oftana, CJ Perez, Kevin Kiambao, Dwight Ramos, Troy Rosario, Kai Soto, although he's injured, he's gonna be with the team. And si Carl Tamayo at si Scotty Thompson. Pero sino-sino nga ba yung picks ko? Ito yung personal, syempre lagi ko naman itong ginagawa, alam niyo naman. Kakaroon ako ng personal final 12 ko sa lineup na to. Iko-consider lang natin yung fact na, yun nga, wala nga si Kai Soto dahil injured siya. And meron ding lumabas na news na nagkakaroon ng visa issues itong si passport ba or visa issues itong si Carl Tamayo. And possibly, ang malaroan lang niya ay yung home game sa Pilipinas. Siguro one game lang yung malalaro ni Carl Tamayo dito sa window na to. Pero ito yung mga final 12 ko even considering those facts. And again, hindi ako magbibigay siguro dito ng mga players na tingin ko dapat nandito pero wala sa pool. Pipili lang tayo ng 12 within dun sa 18 players na nilabas ni Coach Tim Cone. So isa-isahin natin, umpisahan natin sa point guard. So ang unang pick ko sa point guard para sa team na to ay si Scotty Thompson. And I know yung mga past windows ang dami nakikriticize sa game ni Scotty Thompson and he might not be really a pure point guard. I think Scotty Thompson should still be there. He is the leader of this team, or I think he is supposed to be the leader of this team. Siyempre coming from Ginebra, he should be the extension of Coach Tim Cone sa court. Having him there, nakabisado yung system ng Ginebra, should still be there despite, you know, not actually being a true point guard. I think meron pa ring mga valuable na skill set itong si Scotty Thompson na mayaambag sa Gilas. Kagaya ng kanyang rebounding ability, meron siyang playmaking, meron siyang defensive ability at rebounding ability. Isa yun sa mga magandang mayaambag niya. And being a leader, kung may improve lang ni Scotty Thompson yung talagang point guard skills niya, I think he has the tools and the potential to be a really good point guard internationally, starting point guard. Pero as of now, alam naman natin, no matter how great Scotty Thompson is in the PBA, hindi siya, para sa akin at least, hindi siya international caliber na starting point guard. But he has some tools na pwedeng maging asset sa Gilas Pilipinas. That's why I think he should still be there. Pangalawa is si Chris Newsome. Even Chris Newsome, yung mga nakaraang window talaga, he did not really play well. Pero para sa akin kasi, actually yung mga previous windows kind of exposes si Chris Newsome as parang parehas lang sila ni Scotty Thompson ng inaambag as a defensive guy who lacks scoring. Pero I think yung defensive ability ni Chris Newsome and being he's a 6'3" yata ang height na to ni Chris Newsome, being someone with his size who runs the point, who is actually an exceptional defender. I think Chris Newsome is still there, especially given the fact na medyo maliit nga yung point guard rotation natin dito sa team na to. Actually, kung makakausap nyo yung ibang players ng Gilas na naririnig ko rin sa mga usap-usapan, ang isa sa mga biggest asset talaga ni Chris Newsome sa isang team ay siya yung parang locker room presence nila. And ako, syempre bilang isang coach na nag-handle talaga ako ng multiple teams, alam ko kung gaano ka-importante yung isang locker room guy. Yung meron siyang leadership on and off the court dito sa team na to. Yun yung isang asset na nina-provide nito ni Chris Newsome. Next is Juan Gomez de Leaño. Kaka-add lang sa pool nito ni Juan Gomez de Leaño, pero I feel like he should make the final 12. Alam kasi nga, kung babalikan na naman natin yung history ng Gilas ni Tim Cone, ang laging question ng mga tao is, dalawa lang, walang point guard na totoo, walang kayang umiscore on his own outside of Justin Brownlee kapag hindi na effective si JB, except for Dwight Ramos maybe. So having Juan Gomez de Leaño there, although he is not really a natural point guard, pero yung skill set kasi ni Juan Gomez de Leaño, he has everything, he has every tools to be a really good player, and yung pinapakita niya ngayon sa PBA, he is on the rise to become a superstar in the making sa PBA. And iko-quote ko lang reference lang to kay Bakits, kay Sir Ice. Sabi nga ni Sir Ice na parang Mark Kagiwa levels yung pinapakita nito ni Juan Gomez de Leaño. And I agree. Shoutouts pala kay Bakits at kay Sir Ice. Sobrang idol kita, pinapanood ko lahat ng contents mo ever since. So yun, Juan Gomez de Leaño, the skill set. He is someone who is athletic, can score on a lot of levels, and he is someone who can also be a point guard if needed. He can share the ball. He has some facilitator skills as well. So I think Juan Gomez should be there for additional scoring, athleticism, and yung youth na magdadala ng continuity dito sa squad na to. And next is Dwight Ramos. Siyempre, given na si Dwight Ramos, ginawan ko na ng separate video on how good Dwight Ramos is. Dwight Ramos is the leading local scorer. He does everything, can play defense, does a little bit of everything. Dwight Ramos, he's a do-it-all player. Plays defense, can facilitate a little bit, can be a tall point guard with the size, the 6'4", can defend. Dwight Ramos is the perfect glue guy para sa Gilas Pilipinas. Next is Kevin Kembao and KQ. Personally, I think KQ should be unleashed now. Given yung mga pinapakita niya talaga sa mga past games niya, past tournaments, yung nilalaro niya ngayon, di ba? Kevin Kembao, I wish na talagang pagkatiwalaan na siya ni Coach Tim Cone, bigyan na siya ng mahabang minutes. And nakakita na tayo ng glimpse niya ng mga huling window with Gilas na parang pinapalaro na siya ni Coach Tim Cone. So I think KQ is one of those perfect 3-man ngayon para sa Gilas. Up next is Calvin Oftana. As much as he is struggling right now shooting the ball, given na yun yung role niya, he's a shooter. Wala kasing ibang shooter dito sa team na to. So I have to put Calvin Oftana here. He's still 6'5", and kapag uminit naman siya, he can produce, diba? Yun nga lang, nagsastruggle lang talaga siya the past couple of windows for Gilas. Next sa list, syempre si Justin Brownlee, our naturalized player. Merong reports na okay na siya, coming back from pneumonia. Hopefully, he's 100%, and malaki talaga. Siyempre, si Justin Brownlee, hindi na natin kailangan explain kung bakit nandyan si JB. Yun ang ating GOAT naturalized player natin, yun, mahal na mga Pilipino. Siyempre, hindi natin kailangan explain kung bakit nandyan si Justin Brownlee, but yeah man, Justin Brownlee. Next on my list is Carl Tamayo. Carl Tamayo, another player who's now killing it in the KBL. Grabe, breakout season ngayon ni Carl Tamayo. His numbers is parang import numbers talaga. I think ito na talaga yung breakout season ni Carl Tamayo. And same with Kevin Kembao. I wish na pagkatiwalaan na siya to play long minutes dito sa Gilas Pilipinas as a solid backup or 6-man, 7th man from the bench, doesn't matter, but let him play, man. Unleash KQ and Carl Tamayo. He is someone na talagang pinanood ko from nung high school pa siya to his stint with UP. Carl Tamayo, man, he's the man. He's him, and yung time niya is now na yung time. And his time is really now. Unleash him now. Please, Coach Tim. And yung next is si AJ Edu. AJ Edu, obviously our 6'10" center, forward. Ang expertise niya is defense in shot blocking, not much scoring. Maybe he can still develop his outside shooting. Pero AJ Edu, yan ang ating interior defensive anchor, di ba? And ang next sa aking list ay syempre si QMB. QMB, ito yung pinakabagong addition sa Gilas Pilipinas, si QMB, who played for UP. And matagal na nga hinihiling. Ito yung magiging debut ni QMB para sa senior men's team ng Gilas Pilipinas. And ako personally excited ako makita si QMB. He's basically there to replace Japet Aguilar or maybe Junmar Fajardo, who are both aging. And si Japet nga nag-retire na talaga from the national team. Talagang maliit lang kasi talaga yung Gilas, or maliit lang kasi talaga yung big man rotation natin. Kaya pinapabalik pa siya ni Coach Tim. And salute to Japet Aguilar for still answering the Gilas call. Pero QMB, I think yung size, being 6'10", his play style, he's good at rebounding, boxing out. Yun yung po-provide niya, yung mga putbacks, he's a banger, plays really physical, sets good screens. Yun yung mga magagandang asset na pwede mo talaga na wala ka nang irereklamo sa ganong klaseng skill set na ibibigay ng isang QMB. Kaya ako excited ako na makita na maka-adjust nga siya dun sa system ni Coach Tim Cone at dito sa Gilas na to. Personally, si QMB yung pinaka-excited ako na mapanood dito sa Gilas team na to. And last two, siguro, feeling ko kailangan pa rin na nandyan si Junmar Fajardo. Given the fact nga na wala si Kai Sotto because he's still injured, he's not gonna play. I would still want Junmar there as a backup. He can still score on multiple occasions. He is still a post-up threat. Although right now sa career niya, medyo delikado na siyang palaruin because of yun nga the international speed, yung speed ng game sa international. He's just too slow and medyo magiging liability nga siya on defense, pero wala tayong choice dito sa pool na to. Wala si Kai Sotto, so we still have to put Junmar there, and I think he's still an asset. He's still an MVP level player sa PBA that can play, some minutes na pwede niyang pagpahingay ng konti. Either one kay AJ Edu at kay QMB, maybe kay Kai Sotto din pagbalik. Pero he is still someone who's a threat sa post, diba? So Junmar Fajardo. Yung final spot ko naman para sa Gilas pool na to, medyo toss up siya sa akin between two Barangay Ginebra guys na si Japet Aguilar at si RJ Abarientos. RJ Abarientos, I just feel like we need a really good point guard sa team na to. And gusto kong i-try, ako personally, gusto kong makita si RJ Abarientos at si Juan Gomez na maglaro to see if pwede na nalang kunin yung spot ni Chris Newsome at ni Scottie Thompson, di ba? And that's just me being a fan na talagang naghahanap ng scoring at point guard skills dito sa team na to. And I think RJ Abarientos, also being from Ginebra, nakabisado ang system ni Coach Tim Cone. He's still very talented, very inconsistent as of late, pero we know kung ano yung potential niya at yung kayang gawin niya at yung skill set ng isang RJ Abarientos. And like I said, toss-up nga to between RJ and Japet. Japet kasi gusto ko ng 4 na big man sa team. I don't wanna put Carl Tamayo as a pure power forward just yet. Gusto ko siyang maging minsan small forward pero minsan power forward. Pero yung solid big man, parang gusto ko ng 4 na 2 tao na kayang bigyan ng pahinga si QMB tsaka si Chris tsaka si AJ Edu. So pwedeng si Junmar yun or si Japet. And being a veteran Gilas player and a Ginebra player who knows the system very well, being a mentor and a leader dun sa team, yung leadership na provide niya, it's good for guys like QMB and AJ Edu. Silang dalawa ni Junmar actually kayang mag-provide ng galong klaseng mentorship para dun sa mga big man na yun. Siyempre leadership na rin para sa team ng Gilas, being someone who's been there for the longest time and being someone who knows the system very well. Kaya yun, toss-up between RJ and Japet yung last spot ko, pero kahit sino dyan, okay lang ako. Ayun, that's my final 12 para dito sa Gilas pool na to ni Coach Tim Cone. Kayo, sino yung final 12 nyo? Paki-comment down below dyan. Re-replyan ko kayo. And kung meron man ako nasabi dito na hindi kayo agree, let me know down in the comments. Pag-usapan natin yan. I'll make sure to reply to you guys. And yun lang for this episode of The Breakdown, man. Kita-kits tayo next week.